taking a couple turns now.
So long.
Really?
Let's go.
Slow this bitch down a little bit. You good now? You good now? Slow this bitch down a little bit.
Slow down.
Come up to the exit. Come up to the exit. Hit the exit. Hit the exit. Take it right. Take it right. Take it right. Bro.
Keep going.
No. Nasbird, bro.
Ew. Right.
Never. I have to get in my car. Give me 1 second, guys. I just walk. Fuck it. What the fuck is my name? Waldorf Livingston. Hey.
Hello, sir.
Judge Livingston here. Everything okay?
Mr. Livingston.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. I understand you guys are the attorneys. Are we ready to proceed with everything today?
I'm sorry, hold on. I have something loud. Give me 1 moment.
All right, I'll be inside.
Yes, sir. We are ready to proceed.
All right.
So did they even send you?
How you doing, young lady?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm sorry. And what did you say your name was? I don't think we ever met.
My name is Judge Waldorf Livingston.
Waldorf. Okay. Nice to meet you. My name's Strawberry Cash.
Okay, nice to meet you. What case are we trying today?
So right now, I'm gonna be representing Mr. Slime Gotti.
Okay.
And then there's gonna be another case after. His name is Maurice.
Okay.
That my colleague will defend.
Okay. What these guys fighting? What type of cases?
So for the first case for Mr. Slime Gotti, he has attempted murder on an LEO. He was fleeing and evading a bank robbery. He was placed on bail because he was originally sentenced for the 9s. We were just waiting for a court date to be appointed to us. So he was placed on bail. He was placed on a 40K bail. Within a 24-hour period, he was sentenced back to jail for an additional 100 months because they found shell casing on the floor at a random scene with the shootout. But with that shell casing, I'm not sure how they got the DNA evidence of him. And then on top of that, they didn't find a weapon with that second charge. But we're not here for the second charge. We're here for really the attempted murder on the LEO. So he is willing to plead guilty as long as we can negotiate a time that's not the 9s. He's willing to admit to guilt so we can contest it.
Okay. Did he get offered the 9s?
Yes. He was offered the 9. Yeah. He was sentenced basically to the 9s. The DA didn't want to go down with the plea deal just because of the fact that he went to jail within basically the next day he got sentenced back to prison.
Gotcha.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Chat, I done fucked up. Now I'm stuck with this shit. I guess I gotta just use it. Hold on.
I need you to hop on radio frequency too.
Yeah, the judge had to take a little break.
Hop on radio too.
I am gonna be a substitute judge for today.
Oh, okay. What's your name, sir?
My name is Judge Anthony Miranda.
Anthony Miranda. Wow, that's actually perfect.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. My name is District Attorney Ellen Ripley.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
Representing the state today.
Pleasure to meet you as well. This may be the last day that you see me here. I just had to step in for the guy.
No, a lawyer's on their way.
All right, the judge is here. It's a substitute judge.
Oh.
How are you? How are you?
I'm doing quite well. How are you?
Good. When you think we're gonna get the case started? Oh my God, what was that?
Sounded like an explosive device.
So, Miss Ripley, does the arresting officer for slime need to be here to go? Oops,
No, he gave his testimony.
Okay.
So he gave his written testimony, and there's also MDW evidence to back that up. So he doesn't necessarily need to be here unless you plan on calling him to the stand.
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Let's do it.
I'm ready
Okay.
to go as well.
You said what? You can't buy like a little apartment or no more. They're all bottle for.
Order in the court.
Everybody stand up.
All right.
Please make sure that no
All
one's
right.
You may be seated.
Be seated.
Talk to me. The state will call District Attorney Ripley.
Okay. Judge Miranda, I will be providing you with the evidence as well.
All right. What is the defendant being charged with? DA? Sounds like 4th of July out there.
Yeah, boss. We got some officers out here. Y'all that Legion, man, that shit going crazy.
All right. What is he being charged with?
So I believe it's attempted murder on the LEO.
Okay. Let me review this evidence, then we can get into opening statements.
From Jamestown Street.
Shots fired. We're in Grizzly Gardens right now, guys.
Shots fired at my tires.
Just went down
Yeah,
to
they just shot at my
canals.
tires.
canals.
It's a vehicle looking like it's picking them up at the canals.
They're shooting at me. I'm
Canals.
gonna take fire. I'm gonna take fire.
Support. Who's shooting at you?
The guy on the bike.
He's down in the.
The Amatis are allowed.
Alright, there's 2 demands just to make sure there's no bike units. Anything else wants to know?
Okay. I'll have you know, DA, that the second to last clip you sent me was an entire body cam. The second to last body cam footage, it was his entire body cam for the whole day.
I can't hear you, Judge. I think you're whispering.
Okay. Is that better?
Much better. Okay, yes.
Okay. The second to last body cam that you sent me was an entire body cam, like for the whole day, his whole shift.
Oh, if you go to, I'm sorry, it should be 30 to 34, I think you said. Let me see. Yep. So basically that piece of evidence from 30 minutes to 34 minutes and 30 seconds is the start of the chase leaving Principal Bank, which identifies the suspect as the one who was indeed fleeing from the Principal Bank robbery after the kidnapping and just before the attempted murder on an LEO.
Gotcha. Let me go back and look at that. Hold on.
Yeah, we have one knocked down.
5, I got one in custody on my way to MRP.
I'm about to pass
I
out
think
here.
one of them just knocked over to their injuries. Yeah, we have one knocked down.
On the bike. He has a gun and he's trying to shoot. Major 1050.
One
Major
suspect
1050.
fell off. Go for him.
Yeah.
I'm majorly bleeding. I'm majorly hurt.
He's under that bridge on that freeway.
Yeah,
Y'all stay
yeah,
with
we're still on him. Watch out.
He's circling around. I got one in custody on my way to MRP.
I'm about to pass
I
out
think
here.
one of them just just knocked over to their injuries. Yeah, we have one. We have one knocked down.
So I indeed saw the criminal in the video robbing the bank, shooting at the police, fleeing and evading. And I indeed saw that you guys identified that person as a man by the name of Slime Gotti. And that's what the evidence shows me. So let's start with opening statements. Defense, you can go first. I mean, not defense. DA, you go first. My bad.
Talk me, right?
District Attorney.
Okay. So, the state intends to prove today that Mr. Slime Gotti is in fact guilty of attempted murder of an LEO, as well as robbery of principal bank, kidnapping, and that he actually showed no remorse for his actions after he was arrested for these things. He was actually allowed to be put on house arrest because we, at the time, unfortunately, did not have a judge to process his case, and we wanted to make sure that if he was going to be sent away for such a serious crime, that he had his due date in court. Right? While he was while he was released on house arrest, he actually ended up being involved in some other shooting. Officers recovered bullets shot from one of his weapons. Basically, when he should not have had a weapon whatsoever. Especially not an SMG Mark II, which is what the bullets were from. DNA was traced back to him. He was in the system because, of course, he was charged with a crime, basically. So, as you can tell, we had his DNA and his picture in the system there. So, the state intends to prove that, and we believe the evidence will show that. Thank you.
Okay, so DA, did you offer this young man a plea deal?
I believe he was offered the 9s previously before I was allowed to basically be a part of this case.
Okay.
He wanted to take it to court, so we are here in court.
Okay. Defense, you got the floor.
Okay, so I would like to start off by saying he actually did not want to take this to court. He was actually looking for a plea deal that was less than the 9s because he does show remorse for what has happened. But today I will be proving that my client's intent was not to murder any law enforcement. During the chase, he was motivated by fear. And excuse me. He was motivated by fear of arrest with no intent to kill. His intentions were to blow out the tires so that he can fully evade the scene.
So you sitting here telling me right now that he did open fire in the police's direction?
Right. So in that video, as you can see, they were both on motorcycles. His intentions were to shoot out the tires so that he can leave the scene completely. He had no intention to harm the officer. The officer, as I can see, was grazed on the leg, but his motivation was not to kill him.
Okay, how do you guys plead today? Guilty or not guilty in the crimes that you're being charged with?
I mean, no contest. Like we want to contest this.
So not guilty.
No, I mean he is admitting to the fact that he did shoot a police officer. That is something that he is willing to admit to of guilt. But behind this is we're looking for something that is less than the 9, so we really do want to do a plea deal.
Right. So unless he's a trained marksman that has serious like training basically with professional shooters, then this guy can't say what he intended to hit and that it will for sure hit it. Right? This is a guy from Los Santos, regular guy, had a gun, opened fire in the direction of the officers, and ultimately ended up shooting one of them to the point where they were about to pass out. And the evidence that we all saw here today I
And
mean,
a part of the evidence he did, even the officer did say they're shooting my tires out. So it is very well known that that is what his intent was to do, was to shoot the tire out. Because after they got both of the suspects off of the bike, he didn't draw his weapon and continue to shoot at that point. He
so
did try to flee the scene.
not to cut you off. Let me ask you this: if one of those officers would have died, right?
Right.
Would we be wrong to charge him with murder because he was trying to shoot the tires out?
If the officer was actually dead, then no, you would not be wrong for charging him for capital murder.
So I'm not wrong with charging him with attempt murder since one of the bullets did strike an officer.
Attempt of murder is something that we are willing to go with as long as we can negotiate a plea deal that doesn't revolve him losing his life in the prison cells.
Right. So the guidelines, I mean, in the state of Los Santos, attempt murder on government officials. The guidelines are the guidelines. I mean, if you want to have a moment, a 2-minute moment with the DA and see if you guys want to, and see if the DA is willing to give you guys a plea agreement, then you guys can have that 2 minutes. Other than that, we're gonna continue with this trial.
I'm going to be completely honest with you, Judge. We've already kind of spoken about this, and because of the potential crimes that he committed after the fact, I do not believe that he's deserving of that.
Okay.
I mean, who's to say that, we give him this time, he goes to jail, he serves his time, and he doesn't just commit again. He already knew he was potentially facing life, and it wasn't enough to make him stop the crime.
Okay, and what is the state asking for? Is the state asking for the 9s or the death penalty?
We're asking for the death penalty.
Okay.
Okay, but look, at this point, I would more likely say that it would be aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I mean, so look, at the end of the day, he was placed on house arrest. He has been in house arrest for the last 3 days. He hasn't gotten in any trouble since then, and he definitely could have. He was not placed on a ankle monitor in any way. He was just on house arrest. The only places that he can go was his house, which is at the Gardens, which we all know is a well-known place where there's a lot of criminal activity. He is also able to go to Dunkin' Donuts, where he is employed at. He's been in the city, he's been at home, and he's been at work for the last 3 days, and he definitely could have gone out of his way and continued to get in trouble, but yet here he is sitting here in front of you.
Right. Okay. So I don't think we need to go over any evidence because it's not a question whether was it him that actually did this crime or what his intentions were. That none of that's a question. Like, you admitted as his attorney that he opened fire towards in the direction of police officers. We know that he struck one of the police officers to the point where the police officer actually passed out or was about to pass out on the scene. So, I mean, I guess we can go straight to closing statements. We can start with the DA and we can end with the defense because it's nothing else to prove. Like, we know what this guy did. We know that this is him who did it. And so I guess we can go with closing statements.
Okay, thank you so much, Judge. All right, so we believe that the evidence shown today more than sufficiently proves that Mr. Slime Gotti was in fact attempting the life of a police officer. Whether or not he was trying to shoot his tires or not, imagine if he had struck his tire and that bike went flying and that officer died. No matter how you look at it, at a high speed, shooting at an officer like that, you're not sure where your bullet's going to land, whether it's going to hit their tire or them or even an innocent bystander. What if they had been driving past a playground by the Grizzly Gardens and struck a child? We're all familiar with little Eli. What if it was little Eli on the other end of that bullet? You never know what could happen when you choose to fire your weapon and you are unsure of your target, or if you're not a trained marksman like the judge mentioned earlier, and your bullet could just basically hit anyone or anything. On top of that, we believe that Mr. Slime Gotti is deserving of the death penalty because, like I said, even after he was released, after being told he would be facing the 9s, potentially facing the 9s, he decided to go ahead and get involved in a potential shootout where bullet casings were retrieved by our fellow officers here. So the state rests.
Defense.
Thank you so much.
I mean, are we gonna continue talking about the second part where they found his bullet case shells? Because we didn't even get to go over that. Like, this was not. I mean, I understand that that was his second time getting in trouble after the fact that he went to prison the first time, but we're not even here for that. But I would just like you guys to take into consideration that my client was acting out of fear. He is a hardworking man that is currently living in the gardens, which is technically considered the hood. As humans, we all make mistakes, but but for our families, those mistakes may feel like the right actions to take at the moment. I would like for you guys to consider some type of plea deal that does not consider him losing his life or leaving his family.
Okay. Okay. Very well spoken to the both of you. Let me look at this video one more time and see. I just want to see something for myself. Hold on.
Town Street.
Shots
We in
fired.
Grizzly Gardens right now, guys.
Shots fired at my tires.
Just went down
Yeah,
to
they just shot at my
canals.
tires.
canals.
It's a vehicle looking like it's picking them up at the canals.
They're shooting at
Black
me. I'm gonna
canals.
take fire. I'm gonna take fire.
For it. What's shooting at you?
The guy on the bike.
He's down in the.
Okay. Give me 1 second to deliberate.
Judge, if you don't mind me saying one more thing.
What's that?
When he did go to jail for the second time and he was sentenced for 100 months, I'm not quite understanding why they did allow him to go back on the streets. I know at the time the DA said that it's either they let him go back on the streets or stay in prison to wait for an appointed court date. And I know that it is a little bit difficult for us to get court dates, but they still allowed this man to go back on the streets, knowing that one, he had attempt of murder on an LEO. Two, the second time he got caught, he was caught. Well, supposedly they found evidence on the floor with his bullet case, and DNA on it, and they still gave him 100 months and allowed him to go. I would have thought that if he went to prison for the second time, they would have just kept him there until a court date was appointed to him, because at the end of the day, they knew what he did the first time. They still let him out of the street, knowing that one, that is a flight risk, and he could have possibly been a danger to society. I mean, those are the thoughts that could have been behind it, but he was still let out on the streets. He went on probation after we were told he had a warrant again, and he has remained out of trouble since then.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. I'll add that to I'll take that into consideration as I'm back here making my decision.
Thank you.
Did you die?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So in a case of Los Santos versus defendant Slime Gotti, I first want to start off saying I do not personally want to sentence anybody to the death penalty, right? But at the same time, it is never okay to open fire in the direction of an officer. It is never okay to open fire in a residential area where innocent people can be struck. You can't say that you were aiming at something because you're not a trained professional when it comes to these things, sir. So you might hit something that you weren't aiming at, like how you did. You actually shot the cop, which is attempt murder. The guidelines for attempt murder on the LEO, no matter how it happened, is the 9 CK, right? The death penalty. The state offered this person a 9. They didn't want to take it. So we find the defendant guilty of all charges, and I sentence you to death.
It's bullshit.
Funeral services will be had at the Los Santos Cemetery. If you guys want to visit and pay your respects.
I'll make an announcement.
Have a good one, guys.
Have a great night. Thank you, Judge.
We have one more, Judge.
Okay, I'll be in here.
All right.
Drizzy.
I'm gonna ride past the
nice
funeral
fight.
home and pay my respects to the young man. Do you
Yes,
have
sir.
a vehicle?
Good idea. I don't have a vehicle. I don't.
My vehicle outside, boss. You can use mine.
Okay, no, we can ride together.
Terry, how them boys doing out there, man?
His lawyer actually admitted that he shot at the police.
They've been responding to a lot of South Five.
I know. They actually getting some motherfuckers.
Oh, is that your truck over there? This valet is crazy. What the fuck? Nice truck, Chief.
Thank you, ma'am. You know, I just been trying to make, you know. Judge, you coming?
Yeah, I'm in the car. I'm in the car with dude. Oh, he's not in here no more.
He out there.
Okay. We'll pay our respects and then get to the next case.
Yes, sir. Terry, you gotta let them boys know the impounding vehicle until we get a tow truck job.
Are we heading in the right direction?
I went ahead and marked it on your GPS. Yeah.
So, the defense attorney said it was bullshit, right?
She did, but
How could you say that it's bullshit when we know the guidelines of murder, attempt murder, and all this stuff on LEO?
and he also openly admitted that that's what he did. He just said it wasn't his intent to strike the
Yeah,
officer.
like, okay, I tried to shoot the tires out. Sir, you're not a trained professional marksman. So,
And young man was robbing the bank.
if you had some training in this stuff, then maybe you didn't strike the officer. I don't know. You opened fire at an officer, you ended up hitting one, could have killed someone. That's attempt murder on the LEO.
On top of that, it was in the commission of another felony. They were robbing the biggest bank in all of Los Santos.
Yeah, they
With a
defense.
hostage.
They defense shouldn't have been. Oh, he was just trying to shoot the tire out. That don't make it okay.
Exactly. Especially in a residential neighborhood. I'm glad you
Because
brought that up.
because what can happen happened. The officer got shot and almost died. Right?
100%.
They defense should have been it wasn't me or something like that. I'd rather have been that. Because we wasn't trying to. Ain't good enough.
They didn't even try. Strips, you did a great job out there. I just want to let you know.
Hey,
Thank you.
Where my homeboy grave at, man? Y'all niggas is wrong, man.
What you mean, bro?
Where the grave at? I don't know. I'm just assuming.
Same place the last one was, sir.
I don't know where the last one was at, sir.
Down here, man. Put that nigga in the grave too next.
Refusing medical attention from a doctor, the pill box, and I actually brought him to a doctor and then actually treated him.
What the fuck is that?
What is this?
Don't
That's his boy. I think that's his friend.
That's the guy. That's the guy who does this stuff.
Oh shit.
Oh, he killed him?
No. Relax. We're at a funeral.
That shit not funny. Why y'all laughing?
Islam in peace, you heard, blood?
R.I.P. to a real one, gang.
Let me say some words, man.
Man, go ahead, man.
Here,
ahead.
bro. Whoever did this shit,
Your mom's a hook.
Well,
they gonna get what's coming to them.
Be respectful, bro.
They gonna get what's coming to them, man.
Is that a threat? Oh, man. It's
They
okay,
gonna get
bro.
what's coming to them. God don't like shit like this, man.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yo,
Instead of being sad about his death, this should be a time to celebrate his life.
Amen.
He should be sad for us because now he's in a better place. He don't have to get sick no more. He don't have to worry about the stresses of everyday life no more. The pressure of obligations and priorities. He's in a better place. To be absent from the body is to be present with God. May this young man rest in peace. No matter what he did, and no matter how he chose to live his life, he was still a child of God, as all of us are.
It's okay, bro. It's okay.
And you know, I'll even get deeper. and this could be a lesson for all of us. He, just as he was once among us, we will once again be amongst him. So be careful of the decisions that you make out there, because the decision he made that led him here, it wasn't worth it, and it only took about 5 minutes.
5 minutes. That's.
And it changed his whole life.
Damn.
For the rest of his life. And,
R.I.P.
Rest in peace, you soul.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Come on, Crash.
Oh, your favorite clothes, man.
You didn't want us to shut that to his game.
Rest in peace to this young man.
You're right.
Our boys be smooth, man.
Put the rose. Put the roses in there.
You go first, Gio.
Judge, it's okay, man.
Everything I do from now on is for you, bro.
Thank you, though, sir.
For you.
All right. How you gonna get up out of here?
This guy was actually the one who,
Hey, great work, boys, man. You know what I'm saying? This times like this, man, make me love y'all more, man. I'll put y'all life on the
You guys keep it cordial and get up out of here.
Thank you, Chief.
Great work.
Thank you, Chief.
Great work.
Good guy, man.
I just keep doing y'all thing, man. And look, I got something planned for us. We're gonna get a booth over at the nice mirror spot. We're gonna turn up this weekend after training.
I heard that place is great.
Oh yeah, and they got nice little sections.
It's a vibe.
Nobody.
How much the VIP sections are.
You know what that means, bro?
I think they said
Y'all ain't gotta
25,000.
work.
Yeah, you have another case, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Is it another death case?
No, sir. It's more of an asset wipe.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's the other judge?
No way. Someone took our
Yes,
back.
I'm not
Judge
sure what his
Miranda.
name-
What? Who stole our Bearcat?
There's no way you didn't lock it.
Yo, how'd you not lock the Bearcat?
Marvin, you have one job.
Somebody has a whole Rambo on their Bearcat right now.
Why y'all say that in front of all the
Alright. Bozo, bro.
Why y'all making me look bad?
Alright, yo, put your stuff back on.
Terry, you see this shit?
What the fuck, man?
Guys, I locked it.
I could have just kept that shit
Yo,
quiet.
be on some respectful shit. That motherfucker shot Officer Gotti. Fuck that motherfucker. He shot Officer Gotti.
Our gang.
Hey, yeah,
He
fuck
shot
that
our
nigga,
cops.
Yeah, fuck him. Respect.
I pissed on his dead grave, on his dead homie.
Oh.
bro. I just wanted to see what they say. That's how you find out really what they think. You have to act like one of them. Wait till I die. That's what they gonna be doing and saying about me.
Oh, yeah, I can't believe they didn't lock that fucking thing.
Yo, Grizz.
What's going on, boys?
We get any of that stuff handled? Dog, we good with that now?
Yes, sir. Everything's in the works.
Copy that. Thank you guys, man.
Sergeant,
You guys
and
need
keep up the
anything?
good work.
Yeah, we got
Now
you,
we're
brother.
going down
Be
to the
safe.
courthouse.
I do your thing, brother.
All right, boss. Hopefully that suspect's still there. Right? Shit.
You said it was Mr. Maurice Money, right?
Yes, ma'am. Very well known gang member. Unfortunately, never wanted to change his life. Judge, we appreciate you taking the late shift tonight.
No problem, man.
This one should be pretty quick. It's pretty much all testimony. I'm just gonna put him on the stand and I don't think he's denying any of these charges. He served time for all of them, so.
Okay.
Judge, how you feel about the 3-strike rule?
3-strike rule?
Yeah, get caught with selling narcotics 3 times and then we come for your assets.
No. You get caught selling it one time. We come for your assets.
Okay. Yes, sir.
We don't let you keep the drug bought stuff. The first 2 times.
Sir. Heard that theory. Oh, and that's the SOP.
And like we could have potentially saved that man's life. How you doing, Judge?
How you doing? Yeah, you guys could have. You guys came in here and admitted that he shot at an officer, and you know guidelines for that. So you either take the 9s or, you know.
Yeah, I don't think she was happy. She headed out to get a drink.
Yanni, are you representing
Seeing her at the
today?
Applebee's bar.
Yeah.
Yanni? Can anybody hear Yanni?
Yeah, I can.
Yes, I can hear
Let
him.
me fix my ears. Give me just a
It's better now.
Yanni, if you could shout, that'd be helpful in this courtroom.
All right.
Where's the defendant? Is that him in a white button-up?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So defense, how do you guys plead today?
Not guilty.
Not guilty. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I thought this was all figured out. So you guys want to fight and say that what you've been brought in here, the charges that's been brought upon you, you saying it is false?
I
would say
think
no
the
contest.
You want to go with no contest?
Yeah.
Explain to me what you guys think
Sorry,
no
can we-
contest means. I don't know if people understand the definition of no contest. Sir, we are at trial.
Basically, you're accepting responsibility without saying that you're guilty.
That's saying you're guilty, sir. So you saying you're guilty,
Not
but you don't want to
admitting
fight
guilt.
it?
I'm not admitting guilt.
Okay. So at trial, you either guilty or not guilty. Which one you pleading?
Not guilty.
Not guilty. Got it. DA, you wanna share any evidence you got with me, and we can go from there.
Sure. I didn't think that we were going to have to do this today. Let's go ahead. I'd actually like to just go ahead and call Mr. Maurice Money to the stand. I think that will make this a lot simpler for everybody involved.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead and get him sworn in.
Lieutenant,
Make sure.
Captain, can you swear him in? Oh, I got him. Sir, place your hand on the Bible. Do you swear to say the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and some more shit?
Yes, sir.
Sir, conduct yourself like you're in a courtroom, okay? Now, I'm gonna need you to redo that oath.
I got you,
Do you swear to say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Maurice Money, how are you today?
I'm okay. How are you, ma'am?
I'm doing great. Wish you were meeting under different conditions, sir. Now,
Yes,
today,
ma'am.
you are not being charged with the nines or a death penalty or anything like that. It looks like the majority of your problems and issues stem from possession of illegal narcotics with the intent to distribute. Would you agree that you have served time for possession with intent to distribute on multiple occasions?
Yes, ma'am, and I can explain all of that very well.
Okay. I want to start. I'm just going to go ahead and list off all of your charges, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
On 3/22, you were sentenced to 100 months for being in possession of dirty money and opium. You were seen making hand-to-hand transactions, and when approached, you fled on a quad up a mountain. This is sworn testimony from Marvin Zanley. That, like I said, was at 8:41 p.m. on 3/22/22. You were charged with a Class A felony. Do you dispute that this happened?
No, ma'am.
Okay. On the 24th, you were arrested by Mr. Corporal Ferrari and Trooper Zanley. And it looks like at 4:32 p.m. on 3/24, you were charged with fleeing and evading, possession with intent to distribute. It looks like you were arrested with dirty money and promethazine. Do you dispute that this happened?
No, ma'am.
It looks like on the 29th,
So
you were in the
defense,
backseat.
not to cut you off, but I think we heard enough. Did this man do the time for these crimes?
Those crimes, yes, he did the time for them.
He did the time for these crimes. So this is a matter. This trial is basically a matter of assets.
Correct, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, sir, could you prove that any of your assets came or was obtained legally?
Yes, sir. I have a job at KFC.
Huh?
Yes, sir. I have a job at KFC.
Okay. And how much do you make a year?
A year? It's tough to say. Probably about I don't know. I couldn't tell you at the moment, sir. I have not had a minute to review my taxes.
Okay, let me look it up. How much KFC workers make a year? What kind of car do you drive, sir? If you don't mind me asking.
He's actually a KFC manager. Your Honor.
Okay, I'll look up how much KFC managers make a year. What kind of car do you drive?
I drive a Trackhawk, sir.
Okay. How long you been working at KFC?
Since it opened.
Okay. And when was this?
Oh, this was probably a few years ago now.
Okay. So, how much is a Trackhawk?
Trackhawk, I believe, is around 140,000.
Okay, so that means you would have to work at KFC for about 5 to 6 years to be able to afford that Trackhawk. So, and you...
No, sir, I finance it.
Oh, you finance it?
Yes, sir.
How much did you put down on it?
I think about 10%, I believe. So $14,000.
$14,000. Okay. What area do you stay in? What house do you stay in?
I stay down by the beach.
Down by the beach.
Yes, sir.
Are you still involved in the drug trade?
No, sir.
Okay. How about I make you a deal?
Object.
There's one other thing I'd like to bring to your attention as well, sir.
Go ahead.
When the police caught me today, they did not catch me distributing narcotics. They caught me with narcotics, and the reason why they caught me with narcotics is because probably about a few weeks ago now, I was driving down Los Santos Freeway, minding my own business, and all of a sudden I come to a stop sign. There's a parked police car that opens fire on me for no apparent reason. I pull up to the car to try to ask what's going on, and they continue to shoot at me and then take off. I've brought this to the chief's attention and the police's attention, and they've done nothing about this matter. It's caused me very much anxiety, depression, not able to sleep at night, and traumatic issues. And since there was no counseling or anything like this offered to me, I've turned to drugs, sir.
Gotcha. And how much of these drugs did you have on you? What was the quantity?
I believe I had like 400 of them.
Okay. No one does 400 drugs. It's a hobby, sir.
I do, sir. I do about 15 a day.
So you would have overdosed. I go to the hospital and do a lot of charity work up there. I've seen people overdose on much less. So and you don't look like you take drugs, sir. You like a very clean cut guy, right?
He's a functional addict, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Can I add to this, please?
Yes.
So on the looks like just as early as the 16th, you were caught breaking and entering into a motel room and cooking drugs in large batches. In fact, they found 574 promethazine on you, along with 36,000 unmarked bills.
I object, Your Honor.
On what grounds do you object?
There isn't any evidence proving that my
I have
client.
sworn testimony here.
Yeah, that's actually
Sworn testimony with no body cam footage.
Yeah, the officer never witnessed me breaking into anything. All he witnessed me do was leave the motel and place me under arrest without seeing me commit any type of crime.
So you didn't tell him under sworn testimony that the place was your cousin's place?
No, I did not, ma'am.
And you never told him that you entered through the back glass door?
No, I did not, ma'am. I never entered through the back glass door. I left through there because I was over there at my friend's motel. I stayed there overnight. My friend left, and when I went to leave in the morning, or later that day, the front door was locked, which I could not get out through. So I left through the back door, and there was a cop sitting right there. As soon as I got out, he just cuffed me.
Okay, quick question for you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever paid taxes on any of the money that you made off drug deals?
Have I ever paid money on taxes?
Have you ever paid taxes on the money that you made off drug deals?
I don't think they're filed in my taxes. I don't know how one would go about that.
Okay. When is the last time you sold drugs?
Last time I sold drugs, probably the last time I was charged with it.
Okay. And were your assets ever wiped for that?
No, sir. I've never been charged with a kingpin charge.
Okay. Okay, so I'll make you a deal. Right?
Yes, sir.
We're gonna look. I can sign a search warrant and have some officers search your house, right?
Yes, sir.
If we don't find anything illegal, I'll let you keep all your stuff and let you continue to work at KFC. If we do find anything illegal, I'm gonna take everything.
Okay, sir.
You wanna make that deal?
Yeah, I no longer have that property though. It's been sold.
It's been sold.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I could check. I can check the realtor's database and see if you own a house in your name, sir. So, are you
That's
sure you
fine,
want to
sir.
go with that story?
Yes, sir.
DA, is it a house currently in his name that he owns?
Let me check. You know, when I look at his file, I actually don't even see a vehicle listed for him. Did you sell your Trackhawk as well?
Yes, ma'am. I had to sell it to afford my drug addiction.
So you don't have a house, you don't have a car.
No, sir. Ever since the police shot at me, my life has turned very far downhill.
Okay. You don't? Do you have a bank account, sir?
And we do have
I actually
evidence
have
for that,
body
Your
cam
Honor.
footage of that as well.
Sir, you're not a cop. You don't wear body cams.
I'm sorry, not body cam. It was a drone. I used to. I was a YouTube vlogger.
So you're a functional addict that flies around, that flies a drone around while you're getting shot at.
Drone, sir.
I think the
I
drugs
don't
were
fly the
given
drone.
to him,
Someone
Your
else
Honor.
does.
He actually had dash cam footage, Your Honor, on his personal vehicle.
Oh, and that personal vehicle is gone now, right?
It actually wasn't my vehicle. It was the person that I was with.
Oh my God. Do you own a bank account, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How much is in your bank account?
I don't have a phone on me as the police have taken it. I think about $20,000, sir.
Okay. Are you lying to me?
No, sir.
Okay. I wanna know if you're lying to me or not.
What color is your Trackhawk?
I no longer have the Trackhawk, ma'am.
What color was your Trackhawk?
It was camo green.
I would like for you to get a statement from your bank account for the last 3 months.
Okay, sir. How would I go about that?
We can actually look it up. All I would have to do is sign off on a search warrant. The DA would have to provide the search warrant though for me to sign off on it. And if you do have $20,000 in there and that's it, then I'm gonna let you walk out of here. I am gonna search you though because I want to see if you lying to me.
No problem, sir.
Officer, can you search him and see if he has a phone on him? Ripley, do you have access to bank accounts?
Put your hands up.
I do not, but I can try to contact the Bank of North.
Okay, see that right quick.
Yeah, that's it.
He don't have a phone.
No, sir.
Got it.
Let me give him one.
No. I mean, this guy might be a functional addict.
And also, sir, it was never brought to my attention that you could receive I thought an asset wipe only came with a kingpin charge, from my knowledge.
No, an asset wipe comes with being a drug dealer, sir. When you sell drugs and get money for it, you don't pay taxes, which leads to you being charged with tax evasion. And for tax evasion, you have to pay that. Uncle Sam want his money, so if you don't have the cash to pay him, then he take your assets.
I understand that, sir. What
can I
I
speak,
would be
sir?
looking for is does the state offer any type of counseling or rehabilitation?
Of course.
Yes, actually, at Pillbox Hospital, there are several counseling programs available for addiction.
Oh, okay. I was not aware of that. Is there any way I could go into some type of rehabilitation program?
That will be a question for the pillbox. I'm sure they definitely have something for you though. Absolutely, they do. One person I know who went up there, they started getting IVs. They started getting NAD, like multivitamin IVs or whatever, right? And it helps you out with the things that you're going through, right?
Yes, sir.
Help you live longer as well. I think you should go see him.
Yes, I think that would be very much needed, sir. I've just been having very traumatic issues lately.
Absolutely.
Not being able to sleep and my anxiety.
Absolutely.
So is that why you was pointing a military grade rifle at somebody whenever we apprehended you?
Yes, sir. That's actually because the police
answer
tried to
that.
murder me in cold blood. Therefore, I do not know who to trust on these streets. If I cannot trust my police, then who can I trust?
Okay.
Are we gonna? I don't necessarily know if we should even delve into that, Maurice, because I feel like you're gonna dig yourself into a deeper hole.
Yes, ma'am.
I have the report here. You and I both know. We probably shouldn't bring that up, right? Let's focus on the drugs. Unless you want to explore it.
Oh, ma'am.
Do
It
we
just
have a
brings back
nurse?
traumatic memories.
Do we have a nurse on call that can come examine him? I want to know if they can do a blood draw, see if they can find any drugs in his system.
There are typically 2 paramedic workers that are trained in phlebotomy that work at Pillbox at this hour. Drizzy, do you think you can have a unit go down there and check?
Yes, ma'am.
I get it.
When the last time you did drugs, sir?
Earlier, yesterday, sir.
Yesterday, okay.
Down here to the courthouse.
One other question, sir, too. Does this court handle civil suits?
You on the way, you said?
This court does, but you would need a different judge for that.
Okay.
I am a criminal judge.
One's on the way, Mr. We apprehended him.
Also, sir, when I was arrested, my rights were never
Sir, they told me, your lawyer said that you already did the time for that, sir, so we were way past that moment.
And I also think we need
But
to
if you
find
do
out,
want to do a civil suit for that, then you can definitely file that with the DA.
Yeah, I wanted
What
to
I
do a
will
civil suit
say-
for when the police attempted to murder me.
So what you would do is you would talk to your lawyer. Your lawyer will file that with the DA, and they will get a civil suit lawyer in here for you guys to handle that case.
Thank you, sir.
Also, as far as the Miranda rights go, Mr. Money, as long as they're not using any testimony from what you said after you were apprehended, then it doesn't matter if they read your rights.
Understood.
Alright, so we're just waiting on the phlebotomist if you'd like to go ahead and do that blood draw, Judge. Otherwise, I mean, the state doesn't really have any other evidence to offer as it pertains to his assets or his multiple charges of 400 plus grams of criminal drug possession, and also the countless times that he served time for possession with intent to distribute.
Yeah, so I definitely want to take all his assets from him, right? But just hearing this guy talk, I feel like if we did that, he sounds very suicidal to me, and he sounds very reliant on drugs. So instead of taking his assets, I want to get him some help. I want to get him. I want to get him checking into the hospital at least every other day so he can get better and get sober and lead a better life. I feel like if we take everything from him, we might be hearing about him ODing or something like that. It might run him back to the drugs. So I want to try to help this guy out.
I appreciate that, Judge. You're the first person who's offered me help.
Yeah, I want to try to help you out. I'm gonna get a nurse down here to do a blood draw, and see what kind of drugs she finds in your system, and they can recommend some programs that they have for you. But I will say, make sure that you check in at Pillbox at least every other day so you can get some type of treatment. Now, I do want you to know that if I see you back in my courtroom, I will seize all assets, and there will be no help. There will be no one to come save you, and you will be doing some jail time.
Judge,
Understood.
the LSPD does offer a probation program that works through Pillbox, where they have to check in with a probation officer as well as an EMS worker.
Okay.
For a urine or blood sample. I know that has been serving the community very well, and I think that might do Mr. Money some justice and some good to help with his issues. They also offer counseling. Would you be willing to accept that sort of a program?
Yeah, I think that program is a good fit for him. I think that program is definitely a good fit for him because he needs help. He has an addiction, and I don't want to see somebody who's trying to do better falling back on drugs and stuff like that. You know, I mean, he sold his car, his house. You know,
What exactly is he addicted to?
Anything that takes my mind off itself, sir.
Okay.
Anything
anything that
helps
gives you
with
escape
anxiety.
from reality.
Exactly, sir.
Do EMS
My
check,
mind just wanders. I'm unable to go to sleep at night. I have flashbacks of the police just shooting at me. I wake
Yeah.
up in the middle of the night in cold sweats.
I,
But I
I
can't
feel
sleep.
I feel for you. I have a niece that overdosed. Thank God that she survived. So I kind of have a soft spot in my heart when people turn to drugs to escape from reality. So I definitely want to get you the help that you need.
I appreciate that, sir. It's not a very fun lifestyle.
Yeah, definitely. So Ripley, let's get this guy on that program that you talked about. Nurse, if you can be so kind to get some blood samples from him and run some tests on it. See what drugs he's having his system. And the DA can schedule like when his next blood test can be in the future to see if he's gotten cleaned up.
Yeah, I think probation programs.
DA, I didn't hear you. Excuse me.
Yeah, no, I think the officer that just left is one that handles a lot of the probation. So I think I'll assign him to the case. And then perhaps we can have Mr. Money just check in with him like once a day.
Yeah.
Just so that he can make sure that his urine samples are clean and that he is staying out of trouble.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Mr. Money, do you feel like you need a rehab, or do you feel like that these steps that we are giving you right now is enough for you to get back on the right track?
I feel that would work. If I feel that it's not working, I would take it upon myself to check myself into a rehabilitation.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Nurse, did you get the blood samples?
Yeah, he can come with me and I can get his blood samples right now.
Okay. So before you leave and get your blood samples, I want you to get assigned to the officer over there, and he's gonna help you with your transition into cleaning yourself up.
Yes, sir. Thank you again.
No problem. Court is adjourned.
Thank you so much, Judge. Take care, Mr. Money.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. You guys have a great rest of your day.
You too, boss. Have a safe flight.
All right.
I don't have a phone, sir. I had to sell that for crack.
Selling it for crack is...
Okay. Where you at?
At Gardens.
All right, bet. What you got going?
Shit, we trapping the bag for real.
All right, bet. Did you see the other spot?
Other spot.
The key I gave you.
I ain't even go over there.
All right, bet. Some shit in there. I got like 12 bricks. I got like 12 bricks of dog in there. I'm saving that though for us.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah, I'm saving that for us though.
Yeah, but I'm about to hand to hand all that.
Say that.
The bread, I'm a trapper now too. My shit went up.
Yo, shit. How many of the fiends grabbing from you? How many pieces they grabbing from you?
Boy, at least 5.
Oh yeah, you in there.
You feel me? In there type shit. That shit selling.
Oh yeah, so the dog gonna jump back for you.
That's what I'm saying, nigga. I'm gonna go crazy with that. I'm glad you just told me that. And up on that.
All right, bet. Shit. Get on me then. I'm about probably
You
gonna
got
take
that
it
cheese I sent you, right?
Hell yeah. Did you even grab some of that work, or you gonna be straight off that?
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Yeah, I definitely do, bro. But if you feel me, if you tired and shit, you can get the fuck on, though.
Yeah, cause you still got something in the gardens. You still got work in the gardens.
No, hell no.
You ran through that whole shit.
I told you that was all the money right there.
You know, it's still something at the other spot too, though. It's about 60 bricks over there.
60.
Hey son, you okay?
I'll take you with me real quick, gang.
I'll take him to the church. To the
Yes,
hospital.
sir. To the hospital.
Y'all make sure y'all take him to the hospital.
Oh, bro ain't answering.
Let's hurry up and dump this nigga. This nigga heavy. Man, it smell like he.
Let's put him in the water right here.
Watch the GSR up to it, bro. Just drop it.
I don't even got GSR on me, bro.
Say that. I'm about to get off.
Where you at?
Man, I'm leaving the iPhone store, bro. Last thing I heard, nigga, I was on the phone with you.
To the garage by Icebox. Drive straight down this way. We about to load up chopstick.
I ain't got no stick or vest right now. I gotta go to the
Come
crib.
on, come down here. I got sticks.
All right, babe. I'm on the way. Drop low.
All right. Yo.
Yo,
You want this heavy or you want a fully? Which one?
get that heavy. You
Alright,
got
bet.
you got
Get
4
in the car,
bullets.
get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car, get what you gonna get.
Hey, check it out, right?
What that does?
Oh. Hold on. What the fuck happened, bro? We was on the phone, nigga.
You grab me some iced tea, son?
Man, if you don't go buy your own.
You hear me, dude?
Yeah.
We was on the phone. What the fuck happened?
I got you.
Man, next thing you know, that shit just went blank, my nigga. Like, I don't know what the fuck just went down.
What you hear in the background?
Man, I fuck around, heard shots, all that type of shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
You ain't hear no niggas talking?
Nope.
All right, come
I
on.
ain't
You got a
hear
vest
shit,
or
bro.
something?
But I ain't gonna lie, we only at war, you feel me? With one motherfuckers. So I know who it
I
was.
got some gas I can pass you.
Tryna
I
go
need some
ride
gas.
out?
I need a lighter, man. Hell yeah.
Come on, let's ride out on them niggas.
Get a lighter, gang.
My shit be loaded.
I got to bounce out the whip. I got fully on me, y'all. Now y'all know ahead of time.
I got bounced out the whip too.
I'm bouncing out the whip anyway.
Say that. We on that.
Let me get a lighter, bro.
Get this nigga, get. I'm trying to get up out your pockets real quick.
Drop that bitch or something.
Man.
This nigga, bro. Here, gang.
I got it.
Duke down right off on my lighter, bro. I better get that one back. I ain't gonna lie.
Come on.
I ran up for your lighter
Bro,
game.
them is $8, bro.
Yeah. I'll follow y'all good, Come on.
Alright, bet.
One of the bros, motherfucker got, you feel me? Death penalty type shit, nigga. I go to the funeral and shit. Try to pay my respects and shit up. Nigga,
Yeah.
why the fuck the feds raided the funeral, gang? What the fuck?
The feds raided the funeral, bro?
Feds raided the funeral, nigga. I had work on me, all type of shit. I had to throw to work. They try to rush me down, all type of shit. I ain't gonna lie.
You say we only beefing with one group of niggas? Who? The Crips, right?
These hoe ass crib niggas, boy, we gotta ride out on these bum ass niggas.
You know what's crazy, bro? I've been looking for them niggas all fucking day, dog.
They be hot, bro.
Can't find them bitch ass boys, dog.
They keep a good UA up though. You feel me?
Shit, every time I find him, I see PD right next to him.
Let's go to their new block. That's all you gotta do.
Man, I've been on it, bro. I've been over there so many times, bro.
I ready to hop out throwing that shit. I ain't gonna lie, I got that bitch on me.
That shit merch. We been through there. That shit like Ghostland. Ghost fucking land, man. Ghost fucking land, man. Ghost fucking land, dog. Lame ass niggas that, dude.
Niggas is not outside, boy. I ain't gonna lie. Watch this. I'm about to call one of their ass. Hold on. Call one of their big homies.
Tell them we trying to buy some gas. Or ask them if they trying to buy some dog.
Go buy Grizzly gas.
I'm gonna put some gas in this bitch.
Told you I just kidnapped one of they motherfucking, you feel me, one of they leaders and shit.
Ask them if they trying to buy some
500.
dog.
I just called one of their ass and he answered. Boss out, y'all. Stay up here. Put this in the steering.
What this is?
Put this in the steering right here.
There's Lil Charles.
You said who?
Yo.
This is
Lil Charles.
There's Lil Charles, bro.
Right.
Lil Charles,
This Lil Charles, bro.
Man, I'm looking for the Crips, bro. What's going on, boy?
Lil first, man, I heard you was trying to get down and shit.
Hey, Duke, call them niggas and ask them do they got, is they trying to buy some heroin?
I ain't gonna lie, Lil Charles, you remember riding the car with, Sam right there in the track.
Alright, say less.
That 300 be skating, I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, that bitch good.
Shit, I got
Hey,
this
dude.
dog and shit, you feel me? You trying to buy some of this shit? How much you trying to get?
Oh, we got 3 bricks, bro. That's it.
I got 3 bricks of this shit, that's it. I just sold like 10 of these bitches. Feel me, 100 a brick. Shit, where you at? You said you want C? Alright, bro, when I pull up to C, bro, y'all niggas better not get on no bullshit, bro. Like, I'm on some real business shit, like, you feel me? Before I take it in and shit. Alright, bet.
They where we just came from?
Yeah.
You can run down on their ass.
I'm so excited. I'm losing control of this bitch. I was about to say. Oh, Duke, when I come outside tomorrow, right? Make sure you had game ready so we can put niggas down, man.
Yes,
Alright, bet. K-Dot, you been in here too, so let me know motherfuckers who really been, you feel me, stepping when niggas ain't been around type shit.
Alright, that's the bet for sure.
Not even just stepping though, real niggas, no goofy shit, real gangsters.
Motherfuckers, no cap.
Real gangsters, bro.
You can run down right now, really. That's why they got that trash shit right there. They got that trash. That's why they got it right there. They selling.
Alright. Bitch ass nigga, lay the fuck down, ho nigga.
Go on with that nigga.
Oh yeah, I'm bleeding, gang.
We go. We go.
Somebody drop them bitches, bro. Drop them bitches.
I got you.
Grab gang.
Come on.
Who's that? Who they running?
You got Duke. Where Duke at? You drop Duke.
Duke on the ground. Duke on the ground. Grab him.
I'll go grab his ass.
I don't see his ass.
Drop the gun.
Oh! Watch out. Take off. Back up. Get the fuck out of here.
That's Dino too.
Fuck.
They're behind him. Come on. Who the car was there?
Just be smoking, guy.
Dog, what the fuck?
Bro, I'm bleeding, all type of shit, man.
Hit the highways to get as far as you can from this nigga, bro. You might just have to split up on some shit.
Y'all niggas can't pop
I'm about to see the light.
I can barely turn that bitch. Hit it. Come on, bro. Come on. Do some shit in this bitch now.
This nigga silly as hell.
Hey, yo, like you leaving his ass now, really?
You feel me?
You better not go to the light like no bitch, dog.
Hey, you left this nigga. Come on. You really left this nigga.
All it's gonna take is a couple turns now.
You really?
Slow this bitch down a little bit. You good now? Slow this bitch down a little bit.
Slow down.
Come on to the exit. Hit the exit. Take it right.
Yep, slow down.
Take it right.
This nigga,
bro.
Keep going. No!
Never, bro.
Hell fucking driver.
Never.
Sold the fucking bag.
Oh, I didn't. Oh. This nigga just slapped me.
Slide, yeah.
This shit don't turn.
Bro, figure something out, bro. He blowing, bro.
He gonna kill us?
Hell yeah, he gonna kill us.
Why he blowing?
Bro, this shit don't turn. This shit.
All right, I'm about to jump out, bro. Here. How's IQ? How's the fucking IQ? Why this motherfucker only got 10 fuel? I just repaired this bitch.
All over again.
Dude.
Oh, that's all I have is one. Need to change his life around. What the fuck is dude?
Dude. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, Doc, man. In that bitch, like
good? Oh, no, I ain't even good yet.
Yeah, you are.
Alright, bet.
I'm in this bitch with the shirt off. All type of shit.
Nah, Perry Young bottles. Yeah, I know about them Perry Young bottles.
Oh, I got a free? Oh, I thought I had.
I'm gone, man. W fucking IQ play too though. Y'all can't even cap chat. That was a WIQ play, man. Hey, man, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all again. I see y'all tomorrow.
If some of my niggas was playing the game, they'd be free. Gang sell little PC just to keep Brody out the streets. Shit you do in real life, I do on GTA. Difference is when I down there, I come back right away. If you die, you ain't never coming back. Shit ain't no game, so we both running the streets, but I'm safe and getting paid. Back to real life, my nigga. I'm a boss. You got 10 for a feature, get 50 more, we can talk. I ain't fly on the plane till I was an adult, but my son was on a private jet, so he knew how to walk. Am I happy that my brother rich?